Alright, I'm making this YouTube video because I have a problem with YouTube. I have a problem with the interface that YouTube has. Even after they recently changed it and made it all nice and gray and made this stupid pattern background, it's still bullshit. Here's why. First of all, I'm watching this guy. This is Photonic Induction. He's one of my favorite channels. He just blows a bunch of shit up. But the problem is that he has 223 videos, and sometimes I want to watch them in order. Now, there's a few ways to get around YouTube. First of all, let me pause the video here, and you'll notice that I have this muted. That'll come into play later. First of all, if I look on the right here, I have a bunch of videos. Some of them are by him, some of them aren't. And it's complicated because they're not in any order, so I guess this is really suggested videos. I think it used to say on the right suggested videos, but it doesn't say anything anymore, so I really don't know. The other thing to notice is that there's no scroll bar, so this thing goes all the way to the bottom of the page. Look at all the empty space on the left for no reason, and when I get to the bottom I can load more, and it just keeps making the page longer. You know, whatever. That's not even important. I don't care about that thing on the right. Here's what I care about. First of all, you have this thing up here on the top that you've always had, this 223 videos. You expand it and it shows them the videos. The problem is that this only shows 24 videos. It only shows 4 pages. And the first problem is that for some reason new videos are to the left. They used to be to the right, but now they're to the left, and old videos are to the right. But it doesn't tell me why I can't get past the 24th video. If you're watching any video older than the person's 24th newest video, you're not going to be able to watch anything older by going to the right. Even if you reload the video, even if you watch another one, notice how it wasn't muted again. It doesn't save this. Right now I'm not logged in, but even if I was logged in, it wouldn't save the volume. Anyway, and there's no indication that there's any more videos other than if you go up here, you'll have to do the math and figure out that this number is greater than the amount of videos you're seeing, and then you'll have to click there to view the rest of them. The other problem is that you have this thing down at the bottom that sometimes shows up, sometimes it doesn't. It seems to always show up when you're in a playlist, but even if you're not in a playlist, I'm not in a playlist right now, it seems to just show up anyway. Now, this one's a little bit better because if you figure out how to expand this one, first of all, you can go to the left and to the right. However, newer videos are to the right instead of the left, so it's the complete opposite from up here. And then the second thing is here you also get an arbitrary number. So in this case, I'm getting 60 or 58. Okay, now I'm getting 21. It just grabs a random number of videos, you know, and I'm not even sure if these are all even in the right order. I'm just getting a random number of videos for no reason. Why can't it just be all of his videos? Why can't, when I get to the end, it just loads more, like Facebook does? I don't understand why they can't have Ajax in here to just dynamically add more videos when I get to the end. And then maybe, you know, when I get to the newest one, it says, you know, this is the newest video, or maybe when I get to the oldest one, it says this is the first video. Why is there always this ambiguity about where I am in the timeline of his channel? I don't know. So the next thing is if I do want to go to his channel, there's about 27 different ways to get there. I can click on that thing, I can click on this, I can click on this, I can click on this thing, or there, whatever. It doesn't matter. If I go to his channel, I get a completely different view. Now I can watch videos in his channel as opposed to in the normal YouTube view, which I guess is supposed to be kind of like you're watching a TV channel. Everything that you see is exclusive to this person's channel. The problem is that it's not, because if you get to the end of the video, it's not like a TV channel. It doesn't continue on to the next video. Notice how it's still not muted. It doesn't go to the next video, it just stops. And then if you do want to figure out what the next video is, you know, you're going to get some recommended ones. I didn't even get recommended videos. I don't even know why not. But anyway, if you do want to figure out what the next video is, now you have a scroll bar for some reason. Why they couldn't put this on the other page, I don't know. But now you can't figure out which video am I currently watching. Where am I in this list? So if you scroll through the list, you may get lucky and you might see the video that you're on. And if you do, it'll be highlighted in gray. In this case, the video that I'm on isn't in here, so I got to click here to load more. And it's still not in here. And even if it was, now up is new videos, down is old videos. So the other way to do it is to go up here and view it in the grid view. The problem is that that video isn't open anymore, so now I don't remember, now it's not going to be highlighted which video I was on. So now I gotta remember what that video was that I just watched. I gotta remember what the title of it was, or what the thumbnail was, if I even clicked a thumbnail. And then, same deal. If I get to the bottom, I can load more. Now, in this view, you do have the option of changing the order that it's in. You can click here to reverse it. But the problem is that it doesn't remember this feature either. So every time you go in here, if you want to view from the beginning, if you're, in any way wanting to watch these in chronological order from beginning to end, you're always going to have to go in here, flip this up to date edit, and then scroll through everything that you've already watched. It will never just keep track of where you already are in the thing. The other thing is, even if I do watch a video in this channel view, there's no way to comment on it. You have to go back to the other view to make a comment. This is retarded. I don't understand why they couldn't just have this thing that, like a little arrow that you expand and there's, you could do the comments right there. Why couldn't there be a scroll bar? Why do I have to click this button in the middle of the video? See, now I'm back at the beginning of the video and I have to mute it again. I have to change all my volume. If I was, in a hotel room or something and I wanted the volume to be lower or something, I gotta keep sitting here pausing it, making it lower, and then playing it. Especially when, it's just retarded. And then, now I have the comments, but this makes no sense. First of all, I get the description here, which, whatever, I'm not even going to comment on that thing. Then there's the uploader comments, then there's the top comments, then there's the all comments. And it makes no sense because I don't understand why there's just not a scroll bar here. Why is this paged? Why are there pages here to go through the comments? Who sits there and decides, oh, and look, if the comments on page 3 are smaller than the comments on page 1, now I gotta scroll up to get to them. This is bullshit. I don't understand who sits here and says, okay, I only want to view page 5 of the comments. This makes no sense. Why isn't there a scroll bar, and why doesn't it just load more when you get to the bottom? Why can't it just be like Facebook? And then if you do want to view all the comments in chronological order, you can go to a different page. But now you're not watching the video. So now, if you want to do this while you're watching the video, you can watch the video. Again, pause, mute, unpause. You can watch the video, and then you can go down here, click this button, or right-click it, open it in a new tab, and you can sit here and read the comments while the video is still playing over here in this tab, which is absolutely bullshit. I don't understand why this couldn't just be a scroll bar like it is on the other page, And then, again, you get to the bottom of the comments, and there's another view all comments, which just reloads the page for no reason. This is so stupid. Why does this need to be here? Why doesn't that just say end of comments? With the amount of people using YouTube, you'd think that this would be a lot better interface. You'd think that, it would be very simple to go to the next video or to go to the previous video. Why can't it even just be like Flickr? Why can't there just be next video, previous video buttons? That you think that would just be the easiest thing in the world, You'd think that instead of, having all this, before you'd have any of this weird-ass bullshit slider shit, you would just have a next video or previous video button. But there isn't. It's the hardest thing in the world to get to the next or previous video on YouTube. You have no idea what you're doing, ever. Half the time you can't even figure out where you are in the channel. It's just bullshit. Maybe if they spent less time figuring out what audience the video is most popular with, and stop figuring out where the video came from, who linked to it, and what part in the timeline people click off of the video and go to another page, they might actually have time to make the interface a little bit better. Whatever, I'm done ranting.